Yes, hello and welcome to another vlog here from Banner Rider. Today we're testing out the new Yamaha MT-07 Y-AMT 2025 model year. I tested out the MT-09 already, I think it was last year already, with the new Y-AMT automated clutch, and I liked it very much. And this is the same. It is new, of course. You know, they changed the design of the bike. It's still an MT-07, basically. In the core, you feel it. I don't ride the MT-07 very often, but when I do, it feels like an MT-07. I can feel it right away. So nothing really has changed, only design changes, of course. We have a new display and so forth. I will shortly show that to you. But it's a very nice bike, and now we have this automated clutch, which makes life and shifting a lot easier. If you want to, you don't need to use it. You can shift manually, or you can also, of course, get the manual transmission as before. That is no problem whatsoever. So on the left-hand side, we don't have a clutch lever here anymore. It feels kind of strange at first, but you know, this is the automated version, automated clutch. So we don't need to have a clutch lever anymore. It is like on the E-clutch with the Honda CB650R, for example. We have a lot of controls here. We have the seesaw button, basically up and down for the gears. You can either switch manually or you can switch automatically, whatever you want. Then we have the light switch here. We have the resume plus minus button and activate button here for your cruise control. We have the joystick switch. We have a push button there for enter. We also have a return and home button, which is very nice. It makes the navigation in the display a lot easier, I think. We have a button there for the turn signal, for the horn, and for the hazard lights. On the right hand side, we have the emergency cutoff switch there on top, the red one. Then we have a brake lever for the front disc brakes, and we have a mode switch. Either you can set the mode, the different riding modes for the manual transmission or for the automatic transmission. This one here is a 35 kilowatt reduced version, so we don't have as many riding modes as on the full version. In the middle we have the display, which has a little bit of a problem here with the frequency of my camera and you know, of the shutter speed here at the moment. I'm sorry, I cannot show this to you differently, but usually there are no black bars on it. On the display, it is very nice, crisp and clear. You can see everything on the left-hand side. On top, you see the gear indicator. We have the information for automatic manual transmission. We have the clock. We have the drive mode on the right-hand side. We have the RPM counter. We have a speedometer. We have 3 fields down below. We can toggle them to your liking. We have all kinds of different data you could set for these. You can go into the settings by pressing the home button once. You have 4 different schemes you can switch around there. We have vehicle info, settings, applications. I don't want to go into detail here. We have grayed out information here basically because, wait a minute, I have to go back here. Grayed out information because I'm not connected via Bluetooth. We have navigation, also possible, also with a map, but the map is much smaller than the display. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a bummer, but I think I showed that to you already on the MT-07 or on the new X-Maxes. We have 4 different themes here. As you can see, we have theme number 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that's everything here, more or less, about the display. I'm sure you can set many more things, but let's keep it short and simple here. So this is the new Yamaha MT-07 Y-AMT 2025 model year with automated clutch, and in the 35 kilowatt version we have two versions available. Also for your A2 license. This is the A2 license ready bike here, because the dealer usually has this one, so you know it actually fits for different, or for many different test riders there. Anyways, let's take it out for a little spin. Let's go. So in order to turn on this little MT-07 beast, we have a regular key here. We have to make sure that we're neutral, because we can still be in the first gear. Actually, I didn't know that, you know, although it's half automatic transmission. We have to be in neutral, then we can turn it on. We press the brake and we turn it on. Otherwise it will not start. We are currently in the AT automatic transmission. We can switch it with this switch here. We go into the manual mode, and we see the riding modes on top. The riding modes and the other mode for the drive, for the automatic drive, are reduced in this version here. You have more available when you buy the full version. We have the mode switch here. We can set it to custom. We customize it also with the traction control, stuff like that. Otherwise we only have street mode, or we go to the automated mode. We have the drive mode, and there's on this only the drive mode. As I remember, on the MT-09 I had also the reduced version, but they had a D+ mode. But if you have the full version, you have, I think you have a D+, you have a D, and maybe another one. I'm not sure. But that was as I said, that was the same as on the MT-09. We also have a cruise control, as you can see here. And that is pretty cool. Actually, that is pretty cool, because that's an MT-07, and yeah, the previous models, they were pretty lean when it comes to accessories, or with standard accessories. Now we have a cruise control, pretty nice. Yeah, I can switch the display here maybe to the remaining. Oh yeah, so many flights, that's crazy. We have the range. I don't know why the range is only 108 kilometers, although we have half of the gas tank full. I don't know. We are now in neutral, so we switch it with the seesaw button here into first gear. Bam! And there we go. And you just have to, like, even half a millimeter or so, it starts already rolling or starts already going. So you have to be careful. Okay, let's go. It is a very sporty bike, you know. Very sporty in every way, in braking, in acceleration. It still is a very sporty bike. You always used to be in this class. It feels like a real MT-07, although we have the automated transmission or automated clutch here. It still feels like the genes are still there. Of the MT-07, the original MT-07, which we know already. Wow. That thing goes like crazy, and I was not even pushing it too hard. I was just pushing it maybe 1/3 and it goes like a crazy maniac. Pretty darn nice. So if I switch it to automatic mode, we're in street mode now, third gear, switch it down. Of course you have to do better with your shifting than I did here. You have to have your fingers ready for shifting. Okay. Let's switch it back to automated mode. You can only do that when you release the gas, the throttle. Yeah, I really do like it. It feels like an old MT-07, which is nothing negative. It is actually something positive. but totally new, you know, new display. Very, very nice display. The displays of the MT-07s, of the older MT-07, they were always a pain in the ass, at least for me. But okay, maybe technology wasn't that far advanced yet back then, but now. And also, if you are in manual mode, you know, it's like a quick shifter. You can still shift up and down, you know, with the seesaw switch. I go to third gear, but of course, you know, if you're in automated clutch mode, the automation will say, hey, but I don't want to be in third gear, so you know, it probably switch back to whatever it wants. But you can set it to manual and do everything you want yourself. Yeah, I like it very much. Very, very nice bike. There are quite a few accessories on this bike here. You know, they have all the little accessory sticker on it. Maybe you saw it, and these are not included, you know, like this little windscreen, this is not included. I just wanted to let you know. Yeah, it's basically the answer to Honda's e-clutch, I would say. Basically does the same thing. Yeah, it handles very nicely here at higher speeds. Of course, we have a lot of wind. I don't want to complain about that. It's a naked bike, it's a street fighter, I know. But it is very nice. And it still feels very, very sporty. And it's very stable. It feels like a big bike. Although I think it's more like a medium bike. Pretty nice. I like it very much. Fairly stiff suspension, but I am sure you can adjust it to your liking. Yeah, you feel like you're the king of the road on this one. Pretty nice. Yeah, even in this version with 35 kilowatt, you seem to have more than enough power actually. Yeah, pretty nice. Nothing else to say. To make a long story short, buy it if you're in the market for an MT-07 2025. We're not that far ahead yet. Very nice. 2 thumbs up from me. Definitely a very, very nice bike. That's all I can say here about the Yamaha MT-07 Y-AMT with automated clutch, 2025 model year. Thanks very much for watching. This has been a ride out. Take care. Bye-bye.
Cruising down the coast, sun on my face, on a brand new ride, taking my place. From scooters to beasts, every mile's a test.